Well, here it is. This is the Sony a6700. This is the best camera I've ever owned, and by far the best camera you can get for the money. Now let's get rid of this crappy camera. So there's already plenty of videos and websites with all the specs of the camera that you can find if that's what you're interested in, so I'm not going to bother going into that. But what I want to show you is everything that I love about this camera. The photos that I'm able to take are stunning. Night photography, stunning. Sports photography, 11 FPS burst mode is absolutely insane. The auto focus, the eye tracking in the camera is second to none in my opinion. The video, that's a whole nother ball game, and the video is absolutely incredible. There's nothing. I'm sure I could find something, but there's nothing that I found so far that I do not like about this camera. It does everything that I want it to do, and it does it all really, really well. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get into it. I wanna show you some pictures that I've taken, show you some video, some slow motion video, just, give you the rundown of everything that I love about this camera and why I feel like you should definitely pick it up. All right, so getting started with photography. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that long exposure photography is my favorite, and waterfalls in particular. Anytime I'm out on trails or visiting a new place, I always try to find some sort of waterfall to take a long exposure image of. I just love how ethereal the flowing water looks in still images. The 6700, in my opinion, takes gorgeous long exposure photos. I've got nothing to complain about. My second favorite type of photography is landscapes. God created a beautiful world for us to enjoy, and I try my best to capture the scenery when we're out and about. These photos were taken in North Carolina in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Obviously, I shoot all of my photography in RAW so that I can have the most amount of flexibility when editing in post. This camera really does take some incredible pictures. Okay, so this picture right here is actually pretty cool. This is a panorama, long exposure, and an HDR picture all merged into one. But just real quick, let's look at this. Look at the dimensions. Look at the size of this picture. 26,740 by 6,020 pixels. And just look at when we zoom in here. Watch this. Look at this. Look how sharp this is. But you can see from the long exposure how flat, how smooth the water is. So this is just a really cool picture. I didn't spend too much time editing. There's actually a tutorial on how I did this. I'll put a card up at the top for you to click on if you want to check that out. It's simpler than it sounds, simpler than it looks, but the results are pretty incredible. Yeah, I really like the way this picture came out. I don't take much portrait photography, but I captured these three images at a class offered by my local camera store. Obviously, the model is going to be tack sharp, but just notice how smooth the bokeh and the background lights are. This is very impressive for a crop sensor camera. Now we're going to take a look at some street photography photos from downtown Nashville, Tennessee. All of these photos are using Sigma prime lenses, and the results are great. The a6700 is super small, and the lenses are very lightweight as well. So this makes street photography super easy if that's the type of photography that you're into. Now here's some sports photography. This camera shoots in burst high plus mode at 11 FPS, and even shooting that fast, the autofocus still works with third-party lenses. These are all shot with my Sigma 70-200 2.8 sports lens, and I'm floored with how crisp all of these images are. The eye tracking, even from far away, is simply incredible. I'm really starting to enjoy sports photography. Now here's a short video I put on my channel showing the burst high plus mode in action.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So now we're going to take a look at some night shots. Typically with a crop sensor camera, you expect to get more noisy images in low light, and sure, that's still true here, but I absolutely love the result I get at night using the a6700. The noise is very negligible, if you can notice it at all, and the colors are vibrant and accurate. I love these shots. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. All right, so I know it's going to be really hard to tell the quality of this, but I printed out some of these pictures. All of these pictures are printed out at a 16 by 20, so a large size print. But you can see, I mean, as best you can. Again, I know it's hard to see from a camera through a pane of glass, but the photos are plenty large enough you know, to be able to print in a large scale format. I'm really impressed with the way that these you know, with the way that these photos came out. Again, I know it's hard to tell the quality from this, and you can see it's you know, having a hard time to focus because there's not really any subjects to focus on there. But yeah, I mean, these prints look really nice. And again, I mean, I've hung these up in my stairwell. These are some of my favorite pictures that I've taken. So yeah, really nice stuff. Well, as you can see, the photographs that this camera takes are incredible. Yeah, it's an APS-C crop sensor camera, but there wasn't a photograph that I wanted to take that I felt like I wasn't able to because of the camera, because of the smaller sensor. I think the photographs are great. You can disagree, sure, that's fine, it's personal preference, but I love the images that I'm able to capture with the camera. Very happy with it. So now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the video from the 6700. It's capable, obviously, of shooting at 4K, but it can shoot at 4K 120p, which is incredible. You will get a considerable crop when you go into that 120p and 4K mode, but if you've got a wide-angle lens, it's not really an issue. The 120p 4K video is so smooth. It's absolutely buttery smooth. It's astonishing, really, to get something like that out of such a small, compact camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of that. Okay, so all of my video I shoot in Sony S-Log3. Which is why, you know, the video looks, you know, all muted and whatnot. But with a simple download of the LUT from Sony, this is the look that you'll get. This is without any other video corrections or color editing or anything. This is just straight Sony LUT applied to the S-Log3 video. In this video here, I have the camera on top of my truck, and we're just driving through the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. Now here we're out on a trail. This is actually in Virginia, and again, it starts with the flat S-Log3, and then it goes to the regular color correction. These are just a few clips of a trail out in Tennessee that I took. Some waterfalls and things like that. And now here we can see the video performance, you know, at nighttime. This camera has two native ISOs, and this one is shot at the first one of 800 ISO, and this is at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's pitch black outside. This clip is right around 6 a.m. I want to say, so it's still pretty dark outside, but you can see a little bit, you know, of the sun coming up there in the background. Night video is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Okay, now we're getting to some of the 4K 120p video here. What I think is most impressive about these clips is just notice how the eye tracking just locks on these animals. You know, this is my dog coming down the stairs, and as he gets closer, it'll lose it just a little bit as he gets super close, but it's phenomenal. Classic, you know, flag blowing in the wind picture here for us. So now this is not obviously 120p. This is just regular 4K, but I wanted you guys to see what the regular video looks like. This is my son out at soccer goalkeeper training. These first couple of clips are just regular 4K 30p, and then here in a second I'm going to switch over and I'm going to show you what 120p looks like with fast moving sports like this. Okay, this video is actually shot at 120p, but it's sped up to 400%, so it looks like it's normal. And then this is, you know, what 120p looks like, and it is just absolutely so buttery smooth. It's hard to believe that you can get this quality out of a camera this small. Son's out there working his behind off trying to get better. Proud of him. Okay, so this is what the actual drill looks like. He hops over, he goes over and he makes a save, and then he runs back over to the other side and makes another save. So here, this is all shot in 120p, but you can see just some basic speed ramping. So it goes, you know, I speed it up to 400 so that it shows you the, you know, it looks normal speed, and then I speed ramp it down to basically 100%, which would be the slow motion. And it's just so fluid, so seamless. So you can get some really nice speed ramping shots with this camera. If you're just using it for, you know, slow motion B-roll, definitely can't go wrong. This camera is absolutely incredible. And of course, you know, this is to taste, you know. You can speed ramp, you can not speed ramp, you can use it all fast, you can use it all slow. It's just, I'm just showing you the versatility when you record everything at 120p. Now, you do lose all audio when you're recording at 120p. So if you need audio, you're going to need to have, you know, another source recording the video because there is no audio when you go down to the 120p in the camera. So there it is, guys. Great photos, great video, incredible slow motion video, some of the best eye tracking I've ever seen. I definitely give this camera 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever you want to say. I love this camera. Definitely worth a purchase. Thanks for watching.